Hey sisters, welcome to another video. It's already feeling like winter here, even though autumn just started, but it's already feeling like winter. I'm excited about this video. This video is really fun. I'm gonna be doing another tier list video. This time we're doing an axolotl tier list. I've done a goldfish tier list before. I really liked making that video. It was really fun. So we wanted to do another one. So I thought I would do axolotl tier list. This one is, I think, there's not as many axolotl types as there are goldfish types, but I added some little extra ones in here, and I think I got every single axolotl type slash morph in here. Some of them aren't morphs, some of them are just like weird types. So yeah, I made this tier list because there weren't any other axolotl tier lists, which really surprised me. I thought there would be, but no, there were no axolotl tier lists, so I had to make my own. So I will also link it down below if you want to make your own tier list, feel free to. We're just doing this for fun, okay? Please don't get offended if I don't like your favorite axolotl type or something. This is just all fun and games, and there's actually none that I like well, okay, there might be a couple I dislike, but most of them I like them, even if they're not gonna be like S tier, you know? I like most axolotl types. We're just kind of having fun, and like, you're allowed to like different things. Next I want to do a beta fish tier list. I did find one, but they didn't have much breeds. There's like 30 different types of beta fish, something like that, I think. And that one only had like a couple, so I have to make my own, and that one's gonna take longer to make, but I want to do that one next because these are really fun to make. It's just kind of fun to go through different types and talk about how I feel about them. Also, I learned some new things while doing this. I learned some breeds that I didn't know existed, so that's always fun as well. We learned things. Here's the tier list. We've got S tier, which is like the best ever, and then D tier is like the worst. You kind of know the drill. We have a couple of silly ones on here just for fun. Let's just get started. So let's start with the classic wild type. This is the original like color of axolotls, which is why it's called wild type, because this is what they look like when you find them in the wild. The other colors have been like bred to look like that in captivity. I personally, you guys may know, I feel like I do say this often, I'm a sucker for like the wild type colored animals. I always just think it's really cool when they look like, you know, how they're supposed to look. And I have a wild type axolotl, my girl Toothless. She's a wild type. S tier. Is that an unpopular opinion? Probably, because I know it's basic and that's, you know, it's just generic and normal, like probably most common colored axolotl, but I just love it. It's so pretty, and they have like their gills like this purplish like red color, and it's like so pretty. And sometimes like Toothless, she has a lot of white spots on her from age, or maybe vitiligo. I don't know if that's actually vitiligo, but some people call it that. I don't know if axolotls can actually get vitiligo, but she has white spots on her, and it just she looks so pretty, and I love her so much. So yeah, I'm biased because I have a wild type axolotl, but I love wild types. Next is albino, just a normal albino. They're adorable, they're classic, pretty classic, but I think I'm just gonna put that in A because I want to put leucistic on S tier because I do love leucistic as well. We're probably gonna have a lot of S tiers, by the way, and I think I like leucistic more than albino. Also, by the way, in my country we actually say albino, not albino, but whenever I say albino on my channel, which is the right way to say it in my country, everyone makes fun of me and tells me I'm saying it wrong, even though I'm not. It's just how we say it in my country, because believe it or not, you pronounce things differently in different countries. I know, that's f***ing crazy, right? But now, thanks to you guys making fun of me, I can't stop saying albino. So now whenever I say albino in front of other New Zealanders, they're like, actually it's albino. So thanks guys, I appreciate it. Albino does kind of sound better though than albino, so now I'm just stuck saying it. Anyway, leucistics are super adorable. They're basically like albino, except they have black eyes instead of the red eyes. And I just think they're so adorable. Dirty leucistic, also adorable. They're leucistics, but they are like covered in like freckles usually, and this can be like a little bit of freckles or it can be a lot. This one in this picture is quite a lot, but sometimes it can just be a little bit of freckles, or sometimes they can have it all over their body, but usually it's just around their face like this. And it's super pretty. I really love dirty leucistics. I might put that in S tier as well, to be honest. Oh, there's gonna be so many S tiers. Oh, maybe I should put normal leucistic down. This is so hard. I love all of them. But yeah, I think the leucisticus are kind of cooler. Golden axolotls, oh, I miss my golden axolotl. So they're golden. They're really pretty. They have bright pink gills and they are also albino usually. Most commonly they're albino. They can be super gold or they can be a little bit gold. I think they're like slightly less common than these ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? They're not like rare though. I think I'm gonna put them in B, to be honest. I love them, but I think I like the other ones just a bit more. To me, like A, B, and C is still like pretty good. D is like not good. The rest is still pretty good, you know what I mean? And I feel like I can't put every single one in A and S, so I'm putting it in B. Next we have golden leucistic. Wait, yeah. I said the right name? I think some people just call them non-albino golden because they're golden except they're not albino, which is rare. I think it's just you might get lucky sometimes and end up with some non-albino goldens, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the leucistic look a little bit more. Next is copper. I don't know if this is the best picture because copper axolotls, I think some people call them olive, but copper is the main name. Copper axolotls can look a little bit different sometimes. They come in a range of different colors. This one looks kind of more golden, but sometimes they can be like a nice browny copper color, I guess. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm looking at these and realizing how many are gonna be. I probably will end up switching some things around as we go because a lot of these ones I really like. But it's kind of hard to vote for some of these since I haven't seen some of these in real life before. So I'm kind of biased towards the ones that I have seen. Maybe albino should go down. Because it's, I don't know. Okay, let's just move on. Enigma. So this one, I'm pretty sure, I was reading about it, I'm pretty sure there's only one person who has bred these, so they're very rare. Like, this is not something you can just go and buy. They look like they have like actual gold speckles in them. There's a few photos of them online, so I'm not really sure how they're bred, but I think it was just like chance and it was just one person in America or something, if I'm correct. But they're really beautiful. But I don't know much about them. There's not really a whole lot of info about them. Really cool, but I think I'm just gonna put them at B for now, to be honest. Maybe they'll move later. Okay, next, firefly. There's kind of some controversy around the firefly axolotl because it is technically a genetically modified axolotl, and they've actually modified it to kind of like swap tails with another axolotl. So you can have like black axolotl with a white tail and then the white axolotl with the black tail. You can like swap their tails basically, but it's not actually like cutting their tails off. I believe what's done is they actually fuse the embryos together, so it's done while the axolotls are still in their embryo stage, so it's not actually painful to the axolotls at all. And also I'm pretty sure from what I read online, it's like a 100% survival rate. So a lot of people tend to assume that it's like a bad and harmful practice, but it's actually not. It doesn't actually hurt them in any way. So I think they're cool, but personally, I'm just not a huge fan of genetically modified animals. And that's the same with like any kind of like, you know, like glowfish and stuff. I've just never been a fan of it, even though it doesn't actually harm them. I just, you know, I prefer the natural looking animals. So I guess it's not a surprise that I'm not a huge fan of genetically modified ones, even though I know it's not harmful. They are super cool looking though, but I think I'm just gonna put them in B for now because they're definitely really cool, and it's a pretty amazing experiment because they did actual like micro surgery on these little embryos, which is very cool for like science and stuff. But genetically modified animals is just like not really my thing. And speaking of genetically modified, next we have the GFP, which stands for green fluorescent protein. I always forget the P. Green fluorescent protein. So these are the axolotls you might have seen because they're kind of popular and people talk about them a lot. These are like injected with like jellyfish DNA. It's the same practice as glowfish, you know, those fish that you might see in pet stores where they're super bright and colorful. Those are genetically modified fish by people, and same with these axolotls. They're genetically modified, so they have this kind of green tint to them and they can glow under like blue light. Some of them don't glow super well, like some just might have a glow in their eyes. Some might be super, you know, glowy like this and it'll be kind of this green color. And again, it's not harmful. They do it like while it's still an embryo, so it doesn't actually harm the axolotl. But again, I'm not a fan of genetically modified animals, and I especially don't really like the look of these ones because the glow color just to me is kind of like tacky looking, and I don't know, I don't really want my axolotls to glow, to be honest. I don't really I don't really like it. It's not harmful, and I think the reason why they actually did this in the first place, the reason why people decided to make these glow axolotls was actually for like scientific research, so they could study the axolotls, you know, regrowing their limbs better. They could see it better if they were genetically modified this way. So like, you know, I get that, but I'm just not a fan of the look, to be honest. I'm gonna put them in D. I'm gonna put them in D. They're not harmful to the axolotl, but I'm just not a fan. And that's the same with any glow animal. I think we should do this one next then. One's really weird. I never knew about this one until today. This is the red fluorescent protein. So it's the same thing except it's red. I don't like this one. Again, not harmful, but like I don't really like the look of it. It just looks like an axolotl that has like ammonia burn. I'm not a fan of it. So yeah, that one's going in D as well. This one seems to be a lot less common though. I couldn't find much pictures of it, but it's still, I guess, a thing. I don't know. It's same with like glow betas. They have glow betas too. I don't really like them. I feel like, you know, it started off doing it for scientific research, but then they start doing it to appeal to kids. That's what I think anyway, and I just don't really like that. Sunburst is just kind of like a golden axolotl, except it's like super, super bright. It's a lot brighter. They're cool. I'm just gonna put them in B. I need to go faster, I think. Silver Dalmatian. These are super cool. I'm gonna put it in A for now. Might move it later. Melanoid, super cool. Basically like a wild type, except they're a lot more of a pure, dark kind of color. Sometimes they can look a bit brown. Sometimes they can be this dark kind of gray color. I really like them. I'm gonna put them in A for now. Might move it later. Lavender. This is a pretty popular one, but this one is very rare. So, and I don't know much about them, to be honest. I couldn't find much info about them. They're kind of this like slightly lavender color, purple color. Sometimes it can be a bit more gray looking. To be honest, you can't really tell it's lavender unless you can see it in like certain lighting. But they're cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know, they're cool, but I don't really care about them that much, to be honest. I'm gonna just put them in B. I've put none in C. Should I move albino to C? That feels really mean though. Golden albino and albino. I'm sorry. That feels really mean. Okay, C is still a good thing though. D is basically the only bad one. Okay, Mosaic. These axolotls are freaking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They can come in a different range of colors, not just like this. Sometimes it can be like a golden mosaic sometimes. It's really beautiful. I love these ones. I would love to own a mosaic one day, but again, I don't think we can get them here. Probably not. Next we have Chimera mosaic. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Basically, it's like a mosaic, except it's like half black and half white, and it's naturally done. It's not genetically modified at all. It's actually naturally half black and half white. These are super cool, very rare, definitely going in S tier. Piebald is, well, I guess it's kind of like Dirty Leucistic, except the colors are a lot darker, and I don't know, they're really cool looking as well though. They're also going in S, honestly. I feel like there's a theme going on. My S is just like the black and white ones, but they look so cool. Okay, the next ones are kind of my just little silly ones that I added because they don't really go with the others. The others are like morphs kinda, except for like some of them, but these ones are just kind of strange situations. So we've got morphed axolotl. Sometimes axolotls can morph into salamanders. Sometimes it can be a weird genetic thing where it can actually happen because of genetics, but also it can happen from being in like poor conditions, like poor water conditions. They can morph out of like survival. But yeah, sometimes it can just really happen for like no reason, just for genetics. So it's really quite fascinating, to be honest, and they require completely different care to normal axolotls. And also they're kind of scary looking, especially like the white ones. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll put them in C because they're just kind of fascinating that axolotls can do that. But also it's like not a great thing that they can do that, because some people take advantage of that and try to purposely morph their axolotl, which is like, you know, can kill your axolotl. But it's cool when it's done naturally and it just happens to happen, you know? But yeah, so I don't know where to put that one. I'm just putting it in C. And next is dwarf. Okay, so dwarf is just kind of sometimes axolotls can be born as dwarfs where their like bodies are really short and stuff. This can just happen randomly sometimes. Sometimes it's due to inbreeding. Sometimes they can live fine as a dwarf, but sometimes they can have health issues and might not live as long. And also you have to make sure that that axolotl is only a pet and never ever bred, ever. But they're kind of cute little guys, you know. It's not their fault, but they should only be owned by people who, you know, have experience and know what they're doing and you know, keeping it away from the opposite gender so they don't have any babies and stuff. You gotta be responsible with these guys. Okay, I don't know why I added these two. Next we have the Minecraft axolotl. I was gonna add the other colors too, but I thought maybe that'd be a bit too much. Okay, the Minecraft axolotl is cute. I like it. You know, I know I talk shit sometimes, but it's cute, it's fun. I've played Minecraft and I found some axolotls and it was fun and they're cute. I made a little aquarium for them, but it has made a lot of parents unfortunately impulse buy axolotls for their kids, which I'm not a fan of, but I guess that's not really their fault. I'm gonna put them in C. They're cute, I like them, but also they don't have a wild type. D. Why is there no wild type? There's a fucking blue one but no wild type? What is wrong with you? Dr. Shrunk. This is the axolotl from Animal Crossing, and he was in Animal Crossing before axolotls were like really popular. He was in the old games. He's not in the new game, unfortunately. Honestly, I never liked him. He's kind of ugly and he's kind of scary. I wish he was cute. I wish they made more axolotl like characters and made them cute because he's just really ugly. I don't like him. He's going in D. I feel bad putting axolotl. Okay, I'm gonna put that one up because the Minecraft axolotl is better than Dr. Shrunk, let's be real, and better than these two. I'm just mad they didn't make a wild type one, but it's not Minecraft's fault that a bunch of parents thought it was a good idea to impulse buy their kids a real axolotl. Like, come on, parents, do better. I mean, I'm happy with my S tiers, I'm happy with my D tiers. I feel like my S tiers are probably an unpopular opinion. I feel like a lot of people probably put like Lavender and Firefly up here, but that's, you can make your own one and show me who your favorites are because, you know, I'm biased, you know, I like the wild types and I like the cool, like, black and white looking ones, okay? I'm biased, I know. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions. If you disagree with me, like, that's cool. I want to hear your thoughts, you know? That's the fun in this. We can share our different opinions. So, let me know in the comments, or you can send me your tier list if you want. Make it and send it to me on Twitter or something. I would love to see them. And, if you like this video, just let me know, because I want to do beta fish next. I think that'll be fun. There's so many beta fish breeds, though, but, yeah, if you have any other suggestions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!